Hi Collective, welcome to my channel, Mystical Crystal Shadow Work. Hi everyone. So this is going to be a beautiful reading for all of my goddesses, my empresses, my divines, okay? So I've been feeling this very beautiful energy of this divine feminine, this empress that has really just leveled up, right? Went through some sort of realization, awakening, ascension, whatever you want to call it, whatever's happened, but you've gained like your confidence level. You have just definitely elevated up, like for real. And it's like you could be feeling different. People could be very much seeing you differently because you're glowing, you're vibrating higher, you're definitely getting that attention, right? And if you have not, because you maybe you don't see it yet or haven't realized it, you're about to, okay? All right, so I'm calling in all of the divine spirits, source, my guides, my ancestors, the divine light, all my angels, galactic family, star family, my soul family. Thank you so much for all of your beautiful messages, your downloads, your support, your guidance. I feel a lot of us are very much coming together at this time, helping each other awaken, align, come together. A lot of us are going to be working together. A lot of us already are. You know, helping each other. I see just so many beautiful readers giving each other a lot of guidance, messages, enlightenment, and stuff through the readings, right? Because collectively, you know, we communicate. So, yeah, there's so much. There's definitely a lot of us that are coming together and helping each other at this time, whether we realize it or not. I'm getting you're more so going to be realizing it, right? Sorry, I feel like there's just so many different things that I want to say. And I'm like, trying to get, like, I almost want to restart this, but I don't. I feel very scattered. Maybe you have a lot of, like, scatteredness. Maybe you're trying to get things together at this moment. But I don't know. Anyway, so today I was guided to this deck. Goddess Guidance Oracle, and this is so beautiful for me to find an oracle deck on my treasure hunts, as I call them, right? As I'm very limited to where I'm able to go at this time, right? So I feel very, very happy, and look at what just flipped. Transformation. This was just so powerful for me to find this. Because I've been talking a lot about this goddess energy, right? And picking up a lot on golds, right? And I've been getting guided to some gold decks, right? Yesterday I pulled back out the one that I got around Christmas with the gold gilding, right? The prince, the little prince, right? I was talking very significantly about that one. And then before I was playing with the golden, what's it even called? The Universal Tarot, the Golden Universal Tarot. So I've been feeling this very gold energy. The Ace of Wands was down on my desk when I picked up the deck. It was left behind there. So I don't know why I felt to grab those. I didn't even really know how I was going to do this reading. I just kind of clicked. That's kind of why I wasn't ready for this reading either, what I was going to say. So anyways, just trying to take a minute here, but this this is so beautiful. Goddess energy here. Goddess guidance cards. So there's definitely, I feel, an empress, a divine feminine that very much awaken like her goddess power. Definitely. You can see the gold gilding, how beautiful. And the transformation slid just like that. This is very significant. It was on the bottom, and now I just split the deck. They wanted me to see this. And purification. I feel for a lot of you that you're getting purified. It's time to cleanse, detoxification of your body and mind, which is so interesting because last night I was doing a cleanse, of clearing blockages and things through meditative videos, right? Chakra cleanses, trying to eliminate toxicities from entities, spiritual parasites, things like that. It's very interesting too. I was told to share my dream that I had fallen asleep to it. I was listening to a reader too. And she's a very powerful reader, right? And anyway, so I was like, was it a combination of those things? But I literally woke up after this happened. And my dreams have been getting more and more vivid. But in my dream, it was like I was battling demons, right? But I couldn't see them. And they were behind me. And often when I'm fighting with people or things that I can remember, I'm battling people in front of me, right? Well, this energy, this entity was behind me and he couldn't reach it. It's like my hands are behind my back and I couldn't turn around, and it was like I could just feel as though I was getting pulled and pulled and pulled and pulled backwards and away. My hands were bound. There was like nothing that I could do, and I remember thinking like, oh my gosh, like where's my protection? Where are my angels? And it was like I was calling everybody and I couldn't find them, right? But then I woke up and I remember that feeling. But then I remember how I felt as though I was like, I feel so much better. Why do I feel so much better? Right? So obviously I was getting protected, okay? And then it was like, I didn't even realize it until like an hour later when I was thinking about this again. And I was like, you know what? It was like I was perceiving it wrong. The whole time that I thought I was battling and I was battling, but I was being purified. I was being cleansed. Do you see what I mean? It's like the entities, the demons or whatever, they were being pulled off of me. And to me, that would be all right. They were behind me or whatever. It was like, it was something I was unaware of. I had some sort of attachments that I was unaware of. That's why I wasn't able to see it. And it was something that was hindering me, that was holding me back, that was trying to pull me back. Right? So there's, you have to pay attention. See how this is messing with my throat chakra. You have to pay attention to a lot at this time of what you feel. Because I feel that things are going to be not as you've seen them before. It's like if you were in illusions before or not seeing things clearly, you have to trust what you're feeling. Because for some of you weren't seeing who was holding you back or what was. So I'm getting this energy of like, that's the only thing that made me realize that I was protected and that I did feel better. So pay attention to what makes you feel better when you're not around people, maybe. I don't know. Take that however you feel it fitting, but there's definitely a purification that is going on here. And it's going to cause a major transformation I'm getting. Right? Now, you could be seeing a lot of butterflies. This could be confirmation that you have this butterfly maiden around you. You're experiencing enormous change right now, which brings great blessings. So this is what's coming in for you here. But maybe, too, I felt to talk about, the cleanse, right? So maybe this is the time, with this purification, it's time to cleanse and detoxify. You should listen to different things, like different frequencies or healing. I was listening to, this is 737 megahertz or something, it was up in the 700s. Listening to that vibrational frequency, and it was like a one that you listen to before you go to sleep, and it'll say like bedtime meditations, and it'll tell you like turn the volume like as low as like a whisper so you can hear it as you're drifting off to sleep or whatever. But yeah, it was very powerful, right? So maybe for me to bring that up, you should try that, right? Or whatever else, maybe eating cleaner, mindful of toxins, chemicals, things like that you're putting in your body. All that stuff makes you feel better, right? Like you have to know when you eat stuff that's not very good for you, don't feel very good, right? Things like that. So they're showing me Freya to unleash your adventurous side and take risks and be daring. I added the time myself. I just realized that where I said take time. Wow. And and I did see this Rhiannon earlier with the unicorn. You are a magical person who can manifest your clear intentions into reality. This is beautiful. And to me, this is definitely confirmation that I should do a reading with the unicorns. Because when I see synchronicity, it's like I'm noticing the unicorn there, right? And it got guided to another treasure today. It reminded me of my father. I got this dart set, right? And I seen right away over here that the unicorn, the flight tips were labeled unicorn. And I've been seeing red and blue a lot too. Definitely my colors for today for the vibration that I'm picking up on. Even my daughter. Like, I'll show you, we're at the store and I was like, you can pick whatever you want, right? For a treat. And she picked the M&Ms, and she picked blue first, and then she picked red. So, and Spirit knows that I get a lot of messages and guidance through her. So, I don't know why it's significant. I'm planning to pull things out and show you guys. It feels like this is like show and tell, right? But, I don't know. But see that red and blue? Okay. I'm really picking up on that. And I noticed too, like the goddess cards, you see how, can you see it's written in red gilding, it looks like, or hologram, and then it's blue, the red and blue, right? And seeing the red and blue on the crown, the red and the blue. And then I noticed the red and the blue of the card here. See how the red wings in the blue? You know, so look up the vibrational frequency of red and blue. Okay, because that's going to be significant for the vibration frequency that I'm feeling and picking up on. Because a lot of you get guided to my readings and it's at the vibrational frequency I'm at. And you can get more messages with those colors. Working with them can be beneficial too. See the red and blue butterflies. Maybe you're seeing red and blue butterflies. And it doesn't have to be in the physical. It can be... Source knows how to give you messages through your social medias, your platforms, through TV, commercials, or you're walking in a store and you see somebody with a shirt and it's got the imagery on it. Things like that. They know how to work with us. But to me, very much it's having to do with throat activations, which represent that blue energy, and red, which is root chakra. So for a lot of you, it could be activation of your root and your throat chakra. Maddie, sit down. Sit. We don't stand on beds. Sit. So the red and the blue is very much about taking action and communicating those things. So those are very significant. Wow, that's powerful. Okay, so yeah, definitely red and blue. All right, so let's get a few more, and then we'll get into some tarot. Hopefully, I don't run out of time because I can only do readings. It's certain times right now, and I've got just me and my little one here. Endings and beginnings. I seen this one earlier too, along with Hathor, and the butterfly maiden is back on the bottom. So that's very significant. There's definitely a transformation going on here, and you're going to come out blossoming afterwards. I feel they were just showing me blossoming. You are getting started, so have patience with yourself in the process and do not give up. And then there's the purification again. And that's boundaries. And I was seeing her down below too. Love yourself enough to say no to others that demand your time and energy. And something I've been doing recently too is I've been actually like telling people, like, you know what? I'm refusing to answer questions that I feel are not where I can give you a piece of enlightenment or encouragement or something like that. That's what I've been telling my kids. It's like, so I'm like, pick your questions, because I'm getting tired of the mom, where's this, where's that, like, look for it, things like that. Because I realize I'm giving a lot of my time and energy away to my children, to my family, by simply answering questions for them. It's like if they want to know what the new movie is on Netflix for them, like, why should I take the time to go get my phone and see what the new premiering movies are? Like, you can go do that. You know, we're like looking for, like, we're in a hotel room and my kids have asked me, like, literally every day, Mom, where's my clothes? They've been in the exact same spot in their bags in the closet. Like, you know, it is things like that. I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's like I realize that they've gotten in this habit of asking questions over and over, and it's turned into kind of a repetitive thing. So anyway, and it's very draining and stuff. So I've been, you know, I'm like, if it's not something that it's like, it's where I feel that I'm going to be benefiting you by answering this question, teaching you something and giving you some piece of enlightenment or something like that. You know, it's just like sometimes I'll get asked what's for dinner like 4 times. And I'm like, no, you know what, that you get, dinner made for you every night. You'll be told when dinner's done. You don't need to ask what's for dinner, when is dinner, things like that. Especially if you have multiple kids, so then I've been starting to, every time you ask me a question like this, do you take my energy? Now I'm going to take some of your energy. Now I'm going to make you sit and time out for a few minutes, things like that. And really get them to, to think, so you can start to claim some of your energy. And for some of you, your time, sometimes you need to say, you know what? I need a few minutes to myself. This is my personal time, things like that. So, I feel those are like boundaries that you could be setting for yourself. There's little things like when I would go relax and take a bath, like you're going to wait till I get out. I'm not going to have you all running to the door, and especially with the asking me once for dinner where it's like, I don't know why I'm laughing at this. I feel that some others are going to be relating with this. Some other moms for sure will be. So definitely like take time for your boundaries. Create boundaries for yourself. Distance for yourself. Right? What else am I getting? It's really going to help level you up and give you more time and energy and empowerment, things like that. Because for a lot of you, it's like that could be the people pleasing, the holding back that you're doing. For a lot of you, it's little things like, especially when it aggravates you inside, or it's these little things, like a lot of times we're really good as moms because we say, I feel like I'm going to pick up a lot of, well, this goddess energy, it's empress energy because, a lot of empresses, are very caring, providing, taking care of. So for a lot of you, like, you take care of others, right? So I'm picking up big mom energy here. So if you're not a mom, then, just skip over this part, I guess, or I don't know. But it's like, so a lot of you feel like it's your responsibility, like, because you're a mom, like, you have to answer all those questions, you have to do all of those things, and so you'll tell yourself, like, they're just asking because I'm the caretaker, I do all of these things. So you'll answer those questions day after day after day. And a lot of times it's just routine happens. Then your children could start to take advantage of you and walk all over you and get demanding because then, to them, they don't know any better because they think that if, that's maybe how they're going to tell you they're hungry is to ask you multiple times what's for dinner. Or, maybe they're starting to think, oh, well, to respect mom, I need to ask. Like, that's what I was realizing with my kids because I like to rearrange and move things around a lot. And they didn't want to upset me by pulling out their clothes and things like that and messing up my organization. So sometimes they were just asking every day. But see, I was perceiving it the wrong way because I was taking it as they were too lazy to look for it, right? So, but they were really not wanting to disrupt me because sometimes people just don't take the time, especially in these fast-paced times, and especially when the kids are just like always on their phones, right? And they're just like, Mom, instead of saying, Mom, I don't want to mess up anything that you did, but, do you want to help me get clothes or whatever? So, I guess I'm saying is just so be careful of people pleasing, right? Giving too much of your time and energy away. Even though you're mom and you're a caretaker, it's okay to set those boundaries. And a good time to talk about them is like when you're sitting down at the dinner table and things like that, and you're all together and stuff, and you're talking about things that you want to change and stuff, and so really use those times because this is all about like a new starts, new beginnings. We just closed out our lunar year, right? So we're officially starting this new year. So it's really good at this time to set boundaries. Just a minute. What she says. All right, so let's see. All right, so I guess that's enough for here. I might have to close this out. But endings and beginnings, the old must be released so that the new can enter. So this is a really big time of definitely things are closing out for you for these new beginnings. I'm seeing a lotus flower here. So that's very significant. And that's a red lotus flower on top of the blue. And to me, this is representing like the world card. Look at this. Major endings, right? Major completions of cycles. And see how the third eye is open right there? Wow. So you're having like third eye activations, right? Wow, this is very, very powerful. So that's why a lot of you are feeling like your whole new world is coming in, because for a lot of you, you just need, once that third eye opens up, you are able to see things just so much more vivid. And you're allowing yourself to see things that you never seen before and getting new perceptions and things like that. So for a lot of you, you could be at this time making major changes and closing these things out. Wow, this is powerful. So we're seeing Hathor too, right? Allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition, energy, and your ability to give to others. Like, yes, like you have to be able to receive help too. It's like I'm getting this energy of somebody that's very, very independent. It's like, very, very independent, especially like you feel like you're the provider, right? You feel as though if you take help from others, maybe for taking care of whoever you are, your children, or whatever that may be, that you're not a good mom or things like that. Well, I'm here to tell you, if you ever even question or even think about whether or not you're a good mom, that already shows that you are, the fact that you're questioning it. And actually, by you allowing help, by allowing others to help you, you're actually showing incredible strength there, because it often takes a lot of people a more strength to allow help and to ask for help than it is just to turn down or whatever. I hope you get what I'm saying. You know, like oh, sorry guys, I'm gonna have to message these. All right, so this is that's what I mean when you're allowing help and things like that, allowing people to help you. It's a big sign of strength, right? And I really feel that. Okay, I got a lot of distractions here right now. That it's a good thing, and you're going to open up to more, and you're actually going to be opening up to receive, and you're going to be feeling a lot more love and support, and it could really be amplifying your confidence level and things like that at this time. So it's very, very beautiful. All right, guys. So I'm going to have to leave this one here because I got a lot of distraction. I got to answer some messages here. I'm going to do a tarot reading around the same energy. So it'll be the Goddess Tarot, the golden reading, I guess I'm going to do. And this will be the Golden Oracle to go along with that. So you should definitely take a look at that reading if you like this one and you want more messages. All right. Love and light to all of you guys. Bye.